Zach, we haven't had a chance to talk since the trade, so I'm sure a bit of a whirlwind starting training camp in one place, ending up in another, and then getting into game here.
Yeah, for sure. No, it was definitely a whirlwind few days. I didn't really expect to be traded, but I think it's great. I'm really excited to join this organization. Excited to play tonight, see what I can do. And, I'm just excited to be here and get it going.
How much did you know maybe about? Did you know anyone on the team before you arrived here?
I knew Markey. I played with him in Vancouver. I knew Dilly a little bit. I know Jake Allen from the Maritime. So it was it was an easy transition. Seems like a great group of guys here, early on. And, everybody's been super welcoming. Everything's been going great. So, like I said, I'm just excited to be here, be part of this group.
What kind of excites you about what you know about this team?
Yeah, it's just a good team, a lot of depth, great coach and great organization as well. So, it's just a lot of excitement for me coming here and joining the group and, seeing what I can do to help the team.
And what can fans maybe expect from your style of play? What are you hoping to bring to the table here in your first game?
Yeah, I'm just going to try to play as fast as I can, play physical. Obviously, that's part of my game. Create space for my teammates out there and, just play a good, solid game. First game, I'm going to be hyped up and ready to go. So, I'm just excited to play.
And it is a quick transition, kind of getting here pretty quick and then getting into your first game. Who has kind of helped you kind of get up to speed with everything the most?
Yeah, everybody's been great, no matter who it is, everybody's been great helping me out. Markey's been great, Glenny's been good. I've been sitting with him here playing with him. Cotter's been great, playing with those guys. So everybody's been awesome. Like I said, it's been a super easy transition. I'm excited to be here and get things going.
Luke, we were talking just a couple days ago about being able to come back to Tampa. You spent a long time away from your family during camp. I'm sure you got some time in yesterday. What was that like for you to see your little kids and your wife?
Oh, it was awesome. It's just a good reminder of what's important in life. And, I've told a lot of guys this story, but I thought I was being so sneaky and was going to surprise my daughter. I woke her up and she just looked at me. She's like, "Hi, Dad." So after a month, I wasn't that impressed, but it was great for me.
I didn't say, and then just making it all worth it, all that work that you did the last month.
Yeah, for sure. And my wife probably did more work at home with the two kids, and I'm so thankful that she gave me this opportunity. But that's why you do it, right? And so to have them, they'll be here tonight, and means a lot to me.
How much bigger was your 6-month-old from being away from him?
She's sitting up, almost crawling. I'm like, oh goodness, what happened? But time goes by quick, and so you just take those precious moments as much as you can get them.
John Cooper was just talking about you, just like how much he misses you. You're the ultimate teammate kind of thing. What was, so big for you here, and what was in Tampa?
It's a great organization, top to bottom. I have some great friends over there. They have a lot of skills similar to New Jersey here. And I'm not a big piece. I wasn't a big piece to their puzzle at all, but just try to find a way to make an impact and be a positive in games.
Is that a mentality you've carried for yourself throughout your career?
Yeah, well, when you're not very good, that's kind of what you have to do. But you just try to find a way to contribute, right? And that's what I tried to do.
Well, New Jersey, over the past couple of years, has had maybe a tougher time finding wins in this building. What about this organization and this environment is difficult to play in from your experience on the other side?
Yeah, the fans are great. It's a hard building to play in. They've got some good skill, but you just got to find a way. And, I know in this room we've got a belief that we can do it, and we just got to go out and get the job done.
Thanks. Sheldon, we talked last game about Dodonov, obviously not on the ice today. Any update on him?
Yeah, just that, obviously the x-rays were negative, but woke up and it wasn't feeling much better. So they had further imaging, which did show that there is a fracture in there. So to the extent of it, they need to look a little bit closer and just see sometimes these things allow the players to play with them, and in other cases not. So he'll be out for the rest of this road trip, and then we'll get him back home and get a better sense of what the timeline might be.
You really have a value when it comes to that top line. You've put Pally up there all of what felt like all of last year at times. How valuable is he in this position, and for you as a coaching staff?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's a versatile guy. I think he can go up and down the lineup. When we were at our best as a team last year, Pally was playing with Jack and Bratter, and just kind of not only allowed that line to really click, the things that Pally can do off the puck to help those guys, get their game going and spend more time in the offensive zone. But also just, the way it impacts the other lines, it kind of locks things in. And that was the effect it had for us last year. It took us a little bit of time to settle on that. Obviously, I think last year we started with Timo in that spot and then adjusted, and then thought we really kind of took off as a team. So you're hoping that you can have that. Obviously, you don't like losing players, but with the depth we have, we can get Pally up there, and then you get Gritsuk a different look as well, and see how that shakes out.
How do you think that shakes out when it comes to Gritsuk really playing in that role that you have? I mean, what do you sort of want from him?
I mean, no different than what I want from him. In the role he was playing previously. With MacEwen coming into the lineup as a right shot, you want to put him where we have him, and then you kind of make the decision between Gritsuk and Cotter, and I think Cotter complements MacEwen and Glendening a little bit better with Gritsuk, a little more skill with Glasser and Brownie. So just want to see how that can go. I don't think either of our bottom six lines were very effective the other night, and Carolina's bottom six gave it to us pretty good. So it's something we got to continue to look at, and maybe a tweak here and there helps us accomplish that.
Aside from that, looking at the video, what did you see about Thursday's game, and what are some of the improvements you'll need to see tonight?
Well, our game just got to be way more connected, and everything that we talk about is break out efficiently, get to the neutral zone, spend time in the offensive zone. And our game comes together from there, both defensively and offensively. We just weren't able to do that efficiently enough. And when we did get through, because there's a number of times we broke out well when we did through the neutral zone. We had a number of opportunities across the blue line with control. We just didn't convert that. We scored a few goals on the rush, which was great. But the times when the plays weren't there, we just didn't spend any time in the offensive zone. So the game was really loose and open, and we just couldn't get anything established, which plays into everything that that the opponent is going to want. So that's on us. We got to do a better job of that. That was a real theme in training camp, and that was, it's been a real theme last season. So that's what was really disappointing, is that we weren't able to bring it to the ice in game one. But we'll be put to the test in that area here again tonight, and 81 more times. So we got to get on the right track here today, no question.
Sheldon, earlier this week we were chatting in anticipation of this Tampa Bay game, a team that really gave this group some difficulties last year. Maybe just elaborate on what those challenges are that this group presents and what the game plan is for.
Yeah, I think they're just really efficient in all areas of the game. Defensively, they got tight gaps. They got lots of great skaters, both on forward and defense, that track you well, take away time and space. And then offensively, they're just really connected between their forwards and their D. They got a high skill set all throughout the lineup, not just obviously the ones that that jump off the page at you, but all through their lineup. You think about players that play here in Tampa. They're great skaters. They're good in possession. They can hang on to a puck and make a play. All these kind of things stress you defensively. So we've got to be really good in that area, and then put some stress on them ourselves with our own skill, our own process. When we didn't have success against them last year was our inability to get to our game and manage their skill set and details and work habits, all that sort of stuff. So that's it's a similar type of task as going into Carolina the other night, and we got a hungry team here. Didn't get any points in their home opener, and we've certainly got lots of reasons to be sharp today.